I'm Joan Lunden. Welcome to DirecTV Hometown Heroes, a show about our subscribers from all over the country who perform extraordinary acts of kindness and courage every day. Tonight, you'll travel to rural Missouri, where children with special needs have a summer camp all to themselves.
We treat them just like any other person. That means a lot to them.
Meet someone who created a lifelong home for young women who've never had one to call their own.
The love and nurturing she gave me, I never had that kind of care.
And take a trip to Hollywood, where pets and their owners get tender, loving care that doesn't cost a thing.
If it wasn't for us, they would not be able to keep their animals.
This is DirecTV Hometown Heroes.
People get ready, there's a train coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith to hear that diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just get on board.
Tonight we begin with a story about two very special people with a dream. Paul and Cindy Tees set out to open a summer camp for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. What they created goes far beyond that. Correspondent Grant Goodeve has their story.
This is the work of a talented young artist named Minda Cox. She paints and plays every year at summer camp.
My dream is that when people see this, they'll say, oh, this is what every child deserves to have. This is what every child needs.
But Minda is no ordinary artist. She was born without arms or legs, and her summer camp is no ordinary summer camp. This is Camp Barnabas in Purdy, Missouri. A very special camp for children with very special needs who come from all over America.
Does he go on oxygen at night? By the time everybody's cabin's set up, it looks a lot like a hospital room.
Nestled in the peaceful Missouri countryside, Camp Barnabas gives disabled kids a chance to leave their limits behind and experience the joys and challenges of summer camp.
Our mission is to give them back the childhood that they were robbed of by the diseases or disabilities that they have, and say, have fun, be silly, be a kid.
Husband and wife Paul and Cindy Tees spent years working at summer camps, nurturing a dream of opening a place just for kids with special needs. In 1995, they bought Camp Barnabas and began their mission of transforming young lives.
Our campers have a tough enough life just every day. When they come in here, we love on them and respect them and treat them just like any other person. That means a lot to them.
It's just a magical place. This is a place where normal's kind of different and different's normal.
From modest beginnings, Paul and Cindy have expanded Camp Barnabas enormously. Now the camp offers 9 week-long terms to 1,200 campers every summer. Each term groups campers with similar disabilities.
We did not begin to dream that it would turn into this. We really didn't. We couldn't. I mean, your brains just can't go that far.
Paul and Cindy's camp has a paid staff of 130 and gets extraordinary assistance from 1,600 volunteer counselors, a ratio of 1 counselor for every camper.
The counselor gives themselves physically, whatever it takes to meet the camper's needs. Emotionally, they pour themselves into the kids.
For most of the campers, the week at Camp Barnabas is the best part of their year.
Because you're doing all those activities, you're hanging out with counselors, you're out and about, and you're just being treated like a person that you forget you're disabled.
We do sleepovers, we have pillow fights, we have food fights.
You see somebody come up and their face is just lit up in this huge grin because they just went down the water slide, or they just finished riding a horse or something like that, or they just went through the ropes course, and they're so happy.
Every kid at Camp Barnabas has overcome unimaginable personal obstacles.
Many campers have had surgery 20 times, and they're not 10 years old.
But this camp levels the playing field. Just ask camper Zach Morgan.
I don't face many problems. Compared to some of the kids here, I have it pretty well, so I don't complain.
Here we go, babe.
For Minda Cox, Camp Barnabas has enabled her to take on truly anything.
It gives me hope. It helps me see that, yes, even here I can struggle. Yes, even here I have failed, but they keep telling me it's okay. It's so hard to just walk away from this place without it changing your life.
Minda's breakthrough came when she tackled the Camp Barnabas ropes course.
I felt very nervous at first. I almost didn't do it. The woman that I had was so good. I just kept on asking, and I can do this, and I can do this. And she said, yes, this is Camp Barnabas. There's nothing to be afraid of here.
1, 2, 3, zipping!
I felt free and fresh and nice and cool, actually. And it just was, wow, I felt a power in me that I didn't feel before. That was amazing.
Minda's mother, who adopted Minda when she was a baby, saw a change in her daughter.
She came home like, oh, I can do that. There is nothing I can't do.
The changes even extended to Minda's artwork. Before the ropes course, she told her art teacher she would never paint human figures.
I couldn't draw something that I myself don't experience. You know, I don't experience jumping and climbing and moving arms and legs just the way I do. So I said to her, I'm not doing people. We're just not even going to go there.
But after Minda conquered the ropes course, everything was different.
I said, well, if I can fly through trees and I can get over a scare of heights, surely I can get over the scare of doing people. So I do people now.
It's not just campers like Minda who have their lives transformed. Paul and Cindy want to make an impact on the counselors, too.
The point of this is I have to get you to just be totally, hopelessly, insanely love with your campers. Don't hold anything back.
Counselor Paige Ayat was a troubled youth and spent time in rehab. But the camp that Paul and Cindy built turned her life around.
This place has so much love in it, and it has been the biggest, sorry, I'm gonna start crying, but I mean, I feel like it's what saved me to go through so many things. Like, you know, rehab was good, it got me out of those things, but like, this is what saved me.
We're glad you're part of it.
12 years of creating Camp Barnabas, Paul and Cindy are heroes in hometowns across America, and they show no signs of slowing down. They want the world to know that their campers are all on a path toward a brighter future and a better life.
They're great people, and that's the thing. Don't pass them by. Don't make them invisible just because they're different from you. That's it. Just love and respect them.
When they leave camp, I hope they leave holding their heads high with big smiles on their faces and remembering that I do matter. I am a person who has a place in this world.
For Minda Cox, Paul and Cindy's dream has already come true. Thanks to Camp Barnabas, she's now certain there's a place for her.
Everything I do reflects the love of Camp Barnabas. Every single of my paintings reflect some sort of beauty Camp Barnabas has been for me. They don't focus here on your disability. They break the bonds. It set us free in a way. We're free here because we are people, and we're seen as people of God, not poor little handicapped kids.
This year, Paul and Cindy hope to complete 21 new cabins and welcome more than 1,200 campers to Purdy, Missouri. Their dedication to children with special needs make Paul and Cindy T's DirecTV hometown heroes. Coming up next, young women emerging from foster care get a home of their own.
Thank you, Lord. I can. Thank you.
DirecTV hometown heroes will be right back. Welcome back. It's a little-known fact that 80% of young women who age out of foster care wind up homeless within 2 years. Correspondent Mark Istuk introduces us to a woman who found a way to change that.
Los Angeles County, California. This year, nearly 2,000 young women will turn 18 and age out of the foster care system here, with no one to trust and nowhere to go. Rose Nieves knows exactly what that's like.
I went from home to home, beating to beating, from a family to a family.
Rose was in foster care for years after running away from home when she was only 13.
I was just tossed, turned, been all around, and the quest to find happiness, I was dying.
Thanks for helping Rose.
Rose made it through, thanks to the tireless love, care, and dedication of this woman, Carol Riza.
I know this is going to be a hard one. I know it's going to be hard.
Carol's the founder of a unique residence for young women who've aged out of the foster care system. It's called Home. Home Opportunity Meets Emancipation.
There needs to be a place that they can call home, because that's the key thing that they're missing is family and home.
Carol devotes everything she has to transforming the lives of young women emerging from foster care.
You know, all this pain is still there, Rose. And I know you hate to get emotional and all that, but, you know, it's one more level. It's one more level.
She knows she's your shadow. Yeah, she knows. She knows what she's doing.
Love you, girl.
Carol knows what she's doing with young women like Rose because she was once a foster child herself.
At 16, I left home to find my way. I was on the streets. I was homeless.
Carol eventually got her life on track and says she felt a calling to help young girls coming out of foster care.
I did research. I couldn't believe there was no place for these girls. So we decided we needed a home, and that's how the home began.
Carol bought this large 22-room house in Whittier and set out to provide something that was one of a kind, a loving home and family for any female foster care graduate for a lifetime if need be.
It's the first in the nation to let the girls stay as long as they need to stay.
Currently, 5 young women live at home with Carol. One of them is Rose Nieves.
How would you describe your life before Carol?
It was a pretty lonely place. It was destructive. I had no direction, no love, no peace.
Like most of the home's residents, Rose was referred to Carol through a church group.
She was just so real, and she embraced me, and I'm like, you don't even know me.
Rose has lived at home for 3 years. During that time, she stopped using drugs and alcohol.
I'm not completely healed, but I'm healed in areas that were untouchable before.
Rose had dropped out of high school, but Carol encouraged her to go back and get her degree.
She got her GED. She enrolled in a trade school. Drug and alcohol counseling was the first person to take the state test and pass before she graduated.
Now, Rose is in her 3rd semester here at Rio Hondo College with a 4.0 grade point average.
Carol Riza is really responsible for me being here in this campus because of the love and nurturing she gave me. I never had that kind of care.
Carol has inspired Rose to give back to others. And that's why she works here at the Southern California Alcohol and Drug Program Center, where she and her peers counsel others who have the kinds of problems she's already overcome.
At the desk, I was doing the work, and I'm like, oh, can I read? I'm doing what I do best. I can wear their shoes, and I can feel the pain, and I give them this hope that, you know what, you don't have to do this.
With the unflinching support of Carol and everyone at home, Rose has regained a sense of connection and love.
Every girl wants to be loved and wants to belong, and she feels that hole, the sense of belonging.
Rose's transformation over a 3-year period is one that neither she nor Carol takes for granted.
She's gone from being a client to being a friend to being a mentor and to being a board member today.
Is this a joy that you ever thought possible before you met Carol?
Absolutely not. This gave me the opportunity to, you know, like bloom.
Yeah, I can't. I like it like that.
Carol finances these opportunities for home residents with creative ideas. She operates a store in downtown Whittier called Upscale Collectibles that goes a long way toward paying the bills.
They match perfectly. Not only does it help support the home, it brings that awareness to the community of what the girls go through. We got a new cabinet in, and I thought these purses would go great in here.
More than that, the store offers home residents like Lori Manning and Alicia Rivas a place to work and develop social and business ties.
It's my first retail type thing, so I'm learning new things because I want to work in retail.
Finally, there's your change. At the store, I volunteer, so it's helping me a lot. I'm more open with people because before I was really shy.
That's a pretty necklace you have there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, go.
They can go in and learn how to do marketing and merchandising and just have something to put on their resume. So it works really good for them.
Giving young women a sense of purpose and commitment. It's what Carol does every day.
That's life. You know, it's the way things do happen, so that's good. Come here.
The young women at home say she's working wonders.
She is making changes in each one of us. Our lives has just changed my life totally. Because she wouldn't have had this home. I don't know where I'll be right now. Like on the homeless street, pregnant, I don't know, anywhere. Not safe here. So for me, she's a hero. She saved my life.
Thank you for each person at this table. They're all special.
We always look for a place that where we can belong. You know, we want to all be loved. It had to be someone really special to get through to you, say you're worthy of love too. I love my home. Thank you, Lord. I can't thank you enough.
For Carol, knowing that her young women love their home is the most important thing of all.
It's where my purpose is. This is the reason I was born. It's for this home. It's for this.
And I asked...
This is living. This is good. Amen.
Oh, there were any more?
This year, Carol plans on taking all of the young women you just met on their first ever family vacation. For her unflinching commitment to young women coming out of foster care, we're proud to name Carol Riza a DirecTV hometown hero. Coming up, Hollywood's going to the dogs.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You're watching DirecTV Hometown Heroes. Our final story tonight takes us to the heart of Hollywood, where a group of dedicated people has been improving the lives of community members and their pets for nearly 20 years. Hollywood, California. It's a city known around the world for glitz, glamour, and the celebrity lifestyle. But Hollywood is also a city of regular people, people who love their pets like family.
Guffey is my heart. That's my heart. I love him. This little ball of fur drifted into my life 3 years ago, and he gave me something to love.
But when people get sick or fall on hard times, they often need help caring for their pets. That's why a remarkable Hollywood-based nonprofit called Paws LA was born.
Simply put, the mission is to keep people and their animals together. And what that means is providing, whatever service they might need to make that happen.
Paws LA was originally formed to help AIDS patients care for their pets. But when Michael John Smith became the volunteer chairman of Paws LA in 1999, he thought they could have more members of the Hollywood community.
Hi there, how are you? I'm Michael, I'm the chair of the board. I wanted to expand it, and if we can do it for just one segment of the population that had HIV, what about all these people that had a life-threatening illness such as cancer?
So under Michael John's energetic leadership, Paws LA expanded its reach to include the elderly, the alien, and the economically challenged. They provide dog walking, veterinary services, and free pet food.
The food bank is open 2 days a week, and a client can come once a month and get food. And all the food that you see in here has been donated.
A dog or a cat?
Sit down.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
If housebound clients can't get to the food bank, volunteers like Greer Saunders and her son Matt make deliveries.
We have to make a delivery for 2 cats.
Okay.
There you guys
All right,
go.
thanks a lot.
Thank you.
My son and I love animals, and we wanted to do something for animals that they would allow a 14-year-old to do. Anyone who's willing to help is allowed to help.
Paws LA client Barbara Krupa suffers from chronic health problems. She relies on regular visits from Paws to help with the care of her dog, Ginger.
If every senior had a dog or a cat, their life would change. Once I got Ginger and was walking 3 times a day, I've got to know everybody on this street because of Ginger. Come on, Ginger, come on.
Barbara says Paws LA helps out with all the things that are too costly for a senior on a fixed income.
Ginger and I get the vet service, the food, and sometimes treats. And it's just made my life and hers much better because of Paws LA's program. Yes.
The people at Paws LA know their free services keep clients like Barbara connected to their animals, their neighbors, and the community.
At least 90% of our clients are alone. And if it wasn't for us, they would not be able to keep their animals.
Their animals are really their only family, and, we kind of embrace what that means to them.
Paws LA is supported through fundraisers like an annual celebrity art auction and a giant pet-friendly movie night. The money raised from events like these supports the work of veterinarians like Stephen Smith, who makes free house calls to provide care for Paws LA clients.
It's my way of giving something to the community that I live in. On the whole, they're all very grateful. They all are amazed that someone's actually coming to their house to take care of their pet. And they don't have to pay, which is another wave of relief over their heads. You can see it. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
On this day, Dr. Smith is paying a free house call on Kevin Smith and his dog, TT.
Oh, beautiful. Pretty looking teeth. Okay, let me take a little listen to her heart. Okay, everything sounds great, looks great. She looks like she's very healthy.
Thank you.
Sure.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
Today, TT gets a clean bill of health.
Teeth look great, heart sounds good, everything's in good shape.
For Kevin, who lives on a limited income, visits from Paws have been a godsend.
They are a blessing, a true blessing. Without them, I don't know where I'd be.
From free food to vet care, Paws LA provides members of the Hollywood community everything they need to care for their beloved pets. The people behind Paws LA say the feeling they get from helping others goes far beyond anything money can buy.
When they come in and they have tears in their eyes and they say, thank you for taking care of my child, that's really kind of the bottom line. That's why we're all here.
If you're talking to a client and they just say thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And you know it's coming from the bottom of your heart. That's the reward you get out of it. So it's just an amazing feeling.
Paws LA currently serves more than 1,700 animal guardians in need and over 2,000 companion animals. For his efforts on behalf of people and their pets, we honor Michael John Smith as a DirecTV hometown hero. The inspirational stories you've just seen show how DirecTV subscribers are changing lives in their communities. And these unsung heroes show us all how we can make a difference. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on DirecTV Hometown Heroes. Until then, I'm Joan Lunden. For more information on how to get involved, go to directv.com/heroes.
People get ready, there's a train coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need